Hello, beautiful souls. Well, I got interrupted during my last card pull video, so we're going to scrap that because it was not meant to be. We're just going to go with that. And we're going to do a different card pull for today, January 6th, 2026. Oh my gosh, it's not January 6th. It is January 5th, 2026. So, there's no coincidence that I said that. There's no mistakes. So you are going to be receiving a message tomorrow, whether it's an email, a text that you've been waiting for, a manifestation is coming in. And again, whether that you receive this message today, it's the next day. So I'm guided to say that there was no mistake that I said that if you're watching this on the 5th, you're receiving something tomorrow that you've been waiting for on the 6th, and that can look in all sorts of ways specifically for you. Manifestation, communication, information coming in. If you're not seeing this on the 5th, it's the following day. Whatever day you receive this video, it's the following day. Okay, so remember, there's no coincidence that that I was placed in your awareness in this now present moment for your highest and best good. So there's information here. Take what resonates, leave what does not, claim what you want. And yeah, so you are receiving something the next day after receiving this video, whether that's January 6th or just the next day. Okay, Source, the creator, is here. Okay, we're gonna pull some cards. We're gonna play with some oracle cards. Excuse me. Just finished a couple other videos for my work today, you know, because 144 on the timer. I work for Source at this point, creating content, playing and creating, having fun, sharing my real, raw, authentic, messy, magical self with the collective. And whoever receives this video, this frequency, this energy, this essence, just know that you're receiving this in your you're receiving this for your highest and best good. And so thank you for playing along. It's been fun. It's been fun. It's been, I think, we're 56 days in for Freak Speak of 111 days, and I've been really called to share a lot of content most days, from light language to just general vlogs, video, journaling, sharing my journaling in a recorded phase with my own life experiences, parts of my journey, and then also playing with my oracle cards because they correlate with the message or messages that I have been talking about, which is fun about using cards if you play with cards. And again, my inner child loves to play with cards, but also I think the shuffling that I had started being guided to do before I even started doing videos was shuffling tarot cards and pulling cards. And this was the deck I got for free. It was at the wellness store, and I split the deck, and you are receiving a tower moment. And tower moments can be a good tower moment. So maybe what we're receiving the next day after this is a tower moment. It can be a good tower moment, or, you know, I think all towers are good. I don't want to say good or bad, but they might not in the moment feel like good. It's like, let's say you get fired or you're let go from a job. In the moment, it probably doesn't feel so great. It's that tower moment. But in the over broad perspective, it actually is exactly what you needed for, and it's what you coded yourself to receive that particular tower moment. So there's no coincidence that I pulled, talking about the first tarot deck I would shuffle as exercise would be the tower moment. So, you know, I was guided before I even started doing light language in gesturing or using mudras or gesturing with the light language. I joked up until before the light language opened up and unlocked, and I was exercising my hands because I come from the health and wellness industry, 404 on the timer. And I knew at some point Source had a reason for why I was shuffling, and then continuing to add on to my decks. And I want more decks. More decks are coming. I want more oracle decks. I love oracle decks. I love tarot cards, but I like oracle decks. So I pulled the first one was the creator, and this one was Source. So Source, creator, the universe, whatever words work best for you, I use all of them. So Source, creator. This also reminds me of your third eye. So some expansion. And yes, it is the lower chakra, but when you have that third eye opening, it is a different, it's not these colors, but I see this. It's like an eclipse. When my third eye opened the first time, like the rose colored glasses came off, it looked more like this. So again, that source is here, but know that you're going to be getting an upgrade in that third eye and activation. The lovers are here. The lovers are here. Again, Gemini energy, divine union, twin soul activations. We've got roses, angel wings. We've got this heart. They're united in the center. Again, that's a balancing of the divine feminine, masculine within self, as well as if you are in union already, you're up-leveling your relationship, or your twin soul is right around the corner, and you know that because you can feel them. I know you have felt like you're alone in this journey, but there's that energy, that source, that light leading you on this path. You know, it's try to walk by faith and not by sight. You have enough light to keep continuing to take one step forward, continuing to pick yourself up and move forward. And that transformation is coming. Again, up-leveling. We've already been up-leveling. Your intuition is probably getting more and more fine-tuned. Your clairs, your clairsentience, your claircognizance, your clairaudience, clairgustance, they've been coming more and more online. And so there's another big round that's coming in, is what I'm guided to say. And I don't know if that's a swan or a phoenix, which is also associated. Swans are also associated with the twin soul journey, but also the phoenix rising. We've got a sword here. Archangel Michael could be working with you. We've got a lotus and an egg here. So this picture depicts the egg, the rebirth. All right, the lotus is, again, growing up through the mud, transformation. And then we also have the sword here, the blue flame, which is Archangel Michael. Again, call upon Archangel Michael for assistance. You have to ask for help. Not intervention. You have to ask. Fool, the zero card. So taking those leaps of faith, trusting, believing. Again, he's reaching out for these flowers, and he just knows that he's going to be safe and protected. And no matter what the outcome is, he's trusting in the universe. He's trusting in source, in divine timing, in divine orchestration, taking those leaps of faith, continuing to take those leaps of faith. Even when the ego mind is trying to convince you otherwise, the abundance is here. And abundance can look so many ways. So look at all the art on here. Again, that could be an activation for you. Rainbows are a huge sign in synchronicity for me. They're part of my frequency and energy, and the energy that has come in noticeably with me. I actually just got off the phone call with my significant partner, and I literally could see like a rainbow frequency. It was like a band of, and it was in the car, so there was nothing reflecting. So it was literally a band of that, and it's, you know, his energy field, or his team was just showing that. But we've got the sun, the moon, again, that lotus flower again. And abundance you're going to be receiving all of the abundance. The abundance of energy, of travel, of monetary, the energy and frequency of money. You're going to receive a new home, a new car. I consider having watermelon in January abundant because I live in Michigan, and watermelon is usually October. That's it. The stores don't bring it in. But Source has been providing me an abundance of watermelon this entire year because it's been so nourishing and hydrating, and like I said, nourishing and therapeutic for my physical avatar during this process. So just know all of the abundance is here, and that looks different for everybody. Okay. All right, what do we have here? All right, what else do we have here for the collective? Letting go. This keeps coming up. You gotta let it go. There, I just let a little bit go. Someone just had to sigh. That was a big release. Oh my gosh. That was a big, big release. So somebody is releasing, for sure. So, but you gotta let it go. You got to let it go so you can make room for the new. Okay? Slow down. You have to slow down. This is coming back again. This theme keeps coming back around to slow down, to let go. It's like, have patience. Have patience on the bottom of the deck. You can't make this shit up. So slow down. Let go. Slow down. Watch the movie in the middle of the day, even if it's a Monday, if you have the time. And continue to have and hold the patience. Okay, let the ego mind throw its tantrums. because it's going to. But the more you surrender and let go and let God, basically, the ego mind will quiet. I promise. So what do we got on the top here? We got like towers? It looks like towers. Yeah, it literally looks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the number 6 might be relevant, but I'd never noticed that. It looks like individual towers crumbling. So what I'm picking up from that is, like I said, when I split the deck on the tower, I don't even know where it's at. I don't think I could do it again. And the moon. What's been hidden will be revealed. Which is fun. So the first card that when I split the deck was a tower. So those look like all mini towers. So maybe somewhere in the ego and the mind, these old thought paradigms, conditioning, programming, old stories are crumbling. They're dissolving. They're breaking down. Those are tower moments. Thank you. 1055 on the timer. Thank you for that. I didn't realize that was a correlation to that. So I love it when Spirit and Source confirm with the cards. Excuse me. So what else do we have for the collective? And like I said, this is my work. I've had no physical work in the 3D here for a while. When I mean a while, I mean consistently for probably 3 years. I've had bits and pieces on and off. Last year, pretty much no work in the 3D. My work has been to heal and to recover and to recalibrate and to work on my nervous system and all of the stuff. So know that all the possibilities are here. So possibilities, the number 2 could be significant. Mountains could be significant. Maybe you're traveling to a mountain, going hiking. Possibilities again, but here we've got the ego, which is again your spirit animal. So your ego, you could potentially, one of your main spirit guides is an eagle. But the eagle to me also is that higher perspective, taking that higher perspective, that observant look, looking around, just taking again that higher perspective. And what else do we have for the collective? So again, take what resonates with whatever cards come out. If they trigger, activate you, awaken you, like I said, the art, me sharing my frequency and energy, my essence, my flavor could be an activation. The numbers are relevant. Number 7, I'm looking here. All right, 7 and 2 is 9. The number 8 could be relevant, which is that abundance number. The 0 card, right? The starting over. All right, innocence. Going back to that childhood innocence. So this is an older gentleman. Okay, it looks like cherry blossoms. So cherry blossoms could be significant, but he's looking at this grasshopper. So grasshoppers could be significant, sign, synchronicity, and key code. But he's looking at this grasshopper from his childhood eyes, his inner child eyes. You know, I heard this on a video months ago where you just watch your children or your grandchildren play, or kids in general, and they'll look like a stick and like, oh my God, this is a stick. And look at all of these, these grooves and these lines, and this stick is amazing. Or they look at this ant and they like just really observe. They really, really observe that present moment with that creature or that stick or whatever it is. And that's exactly what that is reminding you to continue to go into life as your inner child, play and create through the eyes and activities of your inner child. Because what we're here to do is to we're here to create and play from that perspective of our inner child, and we are here to be paid to exist. Okay? All right, and we are the world. We are the world. That's the number 10 card. Again, that 10-10, completion, and then rebirth, which is another 10. So I saw a lot of 10s in my videos that I've already recorded today, but I've seen 10-10 today already. So you're going to see 10-10 to know this is a confirmation for you. This information, there's something in here for you, I promise you. So the world has been going through a death and rebirth process. But everyone's at different levels, but collectively we're going through a death and rebirth. And just know, we are the world. We will be continuing to work together to play and to create and to co-create together to what's new. Lions could be significant, and there's also camel down here. This is a camel. I never noticed that before. All right. And again, there's that inner child here coming out to play. All right. All right. What else we have here? All right. So past lives and that miser energy. So number 4. So we've got 2 chameleons here. Again, there's that rainbow color here. Lizards, chameleons. Working through past life trauma, hurt, pain, collectively as well as personally. Working through that, cleansing and clearing those generational curses. Soul lineage and blood lineage. There's no coincidences that you are here right now, or you've incarnated into the lineage that you've incarnated into. All right. And just know that you are the all, you're the totality of the existence. This is the number 1 card. I am the all. I am one. I am the one. I am the zero. I am the everything, and I am the no thing. You are God's source incarnate. You are the stars. You are the sky. You are the leaf. You are a beautiful species, human, having this experience. Remember, you are a soul having an experience, not a human having a spiritual existence, okay? All right. So that was fun. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. And I'm going to take a quick drink here. All right, so what else do we want to play with here with these cards? And take a look at my clock. All right, I got to get the kiddo from school because this is back to school day. Continue to laugh and play. Joy, laughter, healing through joy, play, laughter. All right. And just know what is shattered had to shatter, because again, that tower moment, going back to, it has to shatter and crumble before the new can be built. The broken down, the nightmares, maybe you've had nightmares. Maybe you feel like a failure, but just let those go. Those are just shinyata thoughts of certain things. Just know that it's always meant for your highest and best good, even though, like I said, it doesn't always feel like that. Remember, there's towers that feel a lot more uncomfortable, but there's also towers that, you know, could be just like knock you off your ass, amazing, you didn't know that was coming, exciting, mind-blowing, epic, you know, like a huge surprise from the universe. All right, and just know that you're only as trapped as you convince yourself. You're only as trapped as you continue to allow the ego mind to convince you that you're trapped, you're stuck, and you have no options. And again, those unforgiving moments, and I'd mentioned this in my earlier video, that there's certain people that just continue to just not forgive. They continue to hold on to shit that ain't theirs to hold on to. And it's just this weird conditioning and bypassing and burying, and I don't know what, like, I don't know if they think they're like a bigger, like they're like this great person because they can hold on to all of this bullshit and nonsense, and, you know, forgive it all. Choose to forgive it all. The soul will forgive when it's ready to forgive, but forgive it all, because it's just a waste of energy. It's a waste of energy. Let me tell you, if I did not forgive all of it, and I mean all of it, 18 on the timer, I would be a completely broken physical human. But I didn't incarnate for that reason. I incarnated to heal, to experience, to grow, to learn, to become wiser. All right? And I get it. Forgiving, you've been programmed and conditioned to think that your weakness, that forgiveness is weakness. I honestly think that the more you continue to hold on to this stuff and be unforgiving, that's the weakness. That's the weakness of the ego and the mind. Not willing just to surrender to it and let it go. Didn't I just pull that card, letting it go? All right, what else do we have? Let's get a couple more cards that aren't, we're getting a lot of them. Is there anything else here? Ah, it's time to recharge. Breathe, let go, and clear your mind. Thank you for the confirmation from it's time to vacate. Okay, so we'll do that. We'll do these two. So, okay, so it's time to recharge. I've been saying this for months now. December was a huge month for you've been knocked on your ass. You had that tower moment, which can be sickness and illness, detox, purging, cleansing, making room. So recharge, beach, maybe you need to get to the beach. Again, vacation is on the bottom of the deck. Let go, breathe through it. The biggest, most healing thing you can do is right here. Breathe. deeply, completely. Let it go, surrender. And just intend to let go what no longer serves you in this present moment right now. Inhale. Oh, Shunyata, I surrender and let go what no longer serves me in this now present moment. Inhale. Deeply and completely. Exhale. Just sigh and let it go. Recharge, let go, and clear your mind. It's time to take a vacation. I'm ready to get away. Are you ready to get away? Relax and have fun. And vacation doesn't necessarily mean to actually physically relocate. But for some of us, that is it. I always look at that as these are two people parachuting. Looks like an upside down smiley face. Smiley face. I've always seen this card this way. So I look, turn that frown upside down. Just being silly. And then you are going to be getting that epiphany. So this is a bubble. So you might be seeing bubbles. I use bubbles. I use actually physically picture a crystal and rainbow crystal and bubble as protection. And then I build the the surface thicker and thicker, so it's not easily penetrating. So self-reflection, again, it's time to self-reflect and you introspect. You will get the answers to your questions and you'll be able to tap into those untapped talents, again, gifts, skills, and abilities, and your wisdom. Thank you for that message. I appreciate that. So I understand why I needed to redo this video. All right, what do we want? Light seers. Oh, let's see what we got here for 3 of Cups. Energy is here. Your soul tribe is coming in, coming in, coming in, coming in. Your divine counterpart underneath that, lovers, divine unions, divine twin soulmates, right? Again, take what resonates and does not. If that doesn't resonate, it's not for you. Leave it for others. 10 of Pentacles is you are receiving generational wealth. You are building generational wealth. You're receiving your abundance. You're receiving your 10 of Pentacles. It is here. It is coming in. I know sometimes when we can't see it in the physical, it has to manifest in the spiritual before we can pull it and manifest it, pull it down into this, the 3D. Pentacles is earth energy. So it's you know, it takes a little bit of time and perfect timing and orchestration for that to happen. Also, I see earth angels. Here we go. Earth angels. Earth angels, will you be mine? So earth angels, maybe that song is relevant. Maybe you resonate with being an earth angel. I definitely resonate more with an earth angel, starseed. I know I've had many. I don't know the details, and I think there's a reason for that. But I know I have many incarnations in many places outside of Earth. So I definitely resonate with the angelic realm. You are the star. You are connected through this heart chakra, your quantum compass. The number 17 also might resonate. I see the number 17 a lot. We went for lunch yesterday and our table was number 17. So you might be seeing 17s, 1, 7, any numbers that add up to 17. You are the star. You are the star. You are the star. You are the star. And again, just continue to connect to the higher realms, right? Let me read this card here because I don't know if I've read this before on my videos. And again, outside of the Light Seers Tarot, I might read both of them here. So this is a different book. So different books, and you know, you have your basic tarot. So, you know, take what resonates. And some have different interpretations. So these are expectations, fulfillment. This is your wishes are granted. So your wishes are coming true. Those 10 of Pentacles, your wishes, your manifestations coming true. If you're manifesting a divine counterpart, coming true. It's coming in. Healing after traumatic events. Oh yeah, my entire life here. And there's been some good times, but yeah, believe me. Healing after I decided to sit and heal and do the work on all of that stuff that took place as a little person, as a young adult, yeah. So healing after traumatic events, knowing you are on the right path, and inspiration and renewed hope. So know that you're on the right path. Wishes are coming true. You accept your miracles. Again, I accept everything that is meant for me right here, right now. So I'm going to actually, I said I was going to read the star card out of this book just to give you a little something to go against the number 17. All right, here, let's see here. The star card here is hope, faith, purpose, and renewal. Okay, spirituality. The element is air, so you might be an air sign. You might have heavy air in your chart. Aquarius, you might be an Aquarius. And the archangel you want to work with, if you would like to work with, is Jophiel. Jophiel, Jophiel. Jophiel. And I don't know all of my archangels, but sometimes if it's in the book and you feel called to, maybe you feel in resonance in working with, or maybe you work with that particular archangel. All right, what else do we have out of this? 10 of Cups, 10 of Swords, maybe. I think that was. What's that 10-10, that completion? What else do we have here? The Emperor is here, the number 4 card. So this is magnificent chess piece. So I always say Source and your higher self is playing a magnificent game of chess, strategically working behind the scenes to get everything in alignment in perfect timing. Okay, so the tattoo might be significant. There's an ankh on his arm. Okay, again, chess might be significant, but the Emperor, you're sitting in your Emperor and Empress energy. You are not chasing. You are receiving. I'm going to read the Emperor out of the book. And the Emperor's card is number 4. Number 4 card. And the Emperor is the divine masculine, authority, power, natural leader. So you're a natural born leader. Structured, very strategic, structured, analytical, very analytical mind, thinking, taking action, and promotion. So if you relate to a divine counterpart, the twin soul journey, the divine masculine is very analytical, very logical. The divine feminine is very emotional, very intuitive, very in tune with her emotions. So it's the balance between the two. That's within self as well, but as well as in your divine counterpart. So I know I relate with the twin soul journey. I am the divine feminine energy, and I am definitely very intuitive and empathic and emotional. And then my partner is very analytical, very logical, very structured, and all of that. Yin and yang. Okay. Does that relate? It might relate. Okay, so I'm going to read this out of this book. Authority, establishment, structure, and a father figure. Okay, it's the the fire element. So you might have fire in your chart. You might be seeing lots of fire. There's a lot of fire energy this year, the fire horse. Aries, you might be in Aries or have Aries in your chart. And here's Archangel Michael. Thank you. Archangel Michael is here. So maybe you need to call upon Archangel Michael. Michael's been working with me my entire life, been a grand protector. Also, if you need to cut cords, please call upon Archangel Michael to assist in those cord cuttings that you need to cut, and work with that energy as well. Again, ask and you will receive. Okay. Non-intervention. So you need to ask for your assistance from Source, from Creator, from God, from your higher self, from archangels, Michael, any of the archangels, any of your spiritual team. Again, if you could just want to use universe, blanket it, they don't care. Who's ever most skilled at helping you at that moment, that's who gets sent in. Okay. All right. What else do we have? But I use a lot, it's like basically a long time ago, I surrendered and said, all right, Source, and the Empress is here. So the Empress and Emperor. So again, the Lovers came out. So again, that's that divine counterpart. Again, there could be a pregnancy that you're being told about. This is the number 3 card. Again, this is the World here, or you're birthing in that new creations. You're creating something that's never existed before. So seeing this Empress card, again, you could be hearing of a pregnancy, of a starseed being born. Going to be born into your family, or just know that you are sitting in your Empress energy. You are receiving, you are not chasing, you're done with that, right? You're balancing the divine feminine, the divine masculine within self, so that divine counterpart can come in healed and whole. So again, I've been in a relationship, but we were in a relationship in that 3D version, in our unhealed versions. And now by me doing the work and going first, because the divine feminine goes first in this twin soul journey, is once she does that and she quits chasing, he quits running, he gets activated, she gets activated and triggered, he gets activated and triggered, and now the healing takes place, and you can come into your divine union. You get an up-leveling. If you are in a current relationship, you get an up-leveling of that relationship. You are blueprint holders, right? You're key code holders for divine love, unconditional love. And so now you come into a reunion of your relationship in your healed masculine and in your healed feminine. Okay, does that make sense? Again, take what resonates. And please, 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 always leave the rest. Okay, so number 3 and 4 equals 7. There's that Tower card. So this is the second time we've seen the Tower. Actually, we saw the Tower 3 different ways. Okay, we saw that Thunderbolt card. We also saw the Mind card that had those brick towers on the head. We saw the Tower card out of this deck when I split the deck. And the Tower card is here again. So again, this is again that lightning bolt. So lightning might be relevant. You might be getting a lightning bolt idea, a download, an aha moment, a project, maybe another activation of your gifts and abilities that are getting unlocked. Lightning is significant. This is a tree, monarch butterflies, squirrels, the number 16, which adds to 7. So 7 might be relevant. Acorns might be relevant. All right. So again, Tower moments. Don't look at them as bad. Chariot, something's coming in hot. So again, we've got the balance of the light and the dark. You got to have both. I wrote that the other day. You can't know the light without the dark. You can't know the light without the dark. Okay. It's balancing that, the number 7. So now 7, 7, 7. So whether seeing 7, 7, 7, or 7, 7, 7 is a sign, synchronicity, and key code. All right. Or if you haven't, you've already seen it, or you're going to see it. Okay. All right. And it's fast moving energy. That Chariot energy is fast moving energy. I'm going to take a quick read on that one because I like to read out of the book too, outside of just trying to pick up channeled information. Victory. So the victory, we're here. Victory, speed, action, determination, harnessing and uniting opposing energies, the light and the dark. Coming into that balance, success, travel again. The travel is here. Confidence, willpower, and control. So travel is definitely on the cards for you, for me. I know I'm manifesting travel like a motherfucker. Like, bring it. I want to travel. But I had to heal first. I had to do the work and take the pause and go into hermit and go into the hibernation. I had to do that work first because otherwise I wouldn't be ready for what is coming up the pipe, coming up the pipe, coming down. The Chariot, control, willpower, success, action, and determination. That's water signs. Did you have water in your chart or somewhere in that? Do you resonate with water? Cancer, you could be a Cancer, have Cancer in your chart. You are a Cancer or you have Cancer in your sun, moon, and rising. And Archangel Metatron is here. So maybe you need to call and work with Archangel Metatron. All right. Let's do just, I'm getting here. I think I saw the Wheel of Fortune. We'll see if that comes out. All right, let's finish this up here. 3, 3, 1, 3 on the timer. And that's 10. 3, 3, 3, and 1 is 9 is 10. Strength is here, so continue. Stand in your strength. Leo energy here. Again, you could be a Leo. All right, I think the next new moon is in Leo. Don't quote me on that. I haven't looked yet. So Leo energy is here. Temperance. All right, what do we got here? All right, we'll just take these 3. That Earth Angel, Temperance is here. Again, balancing that light and the dark. But do you resonate with being an Earth Angel or a Starseed? Your soul tribe is coming. The 3 of Cups here. All right, 3 of Cups. And the 2 of Cups, that divine union. So there is divine union energy in this card pull today for sure. Very strong. So those that are receiving this reading today, this card pull today, this information today, this activation, this frequency, this energy are very strongly in tune with having healed the divine feminine aspects of self, and or you definitely deeply resonate with being a divine counterpart, a twin soul. And again, this isn't the pink fluffy stuff. This is an activation, and this is a journey back to self first and foremost, but then that twin soul, which is, what is a twin soul? The way I've been explained, the best way I can explain it is there's many aspects to your oversoul, but one spark of your oversoul, you know, it looks like an octopus tentacles. These are all similar frequencies, okay? And this could be this could be a soulmate connection, but the twin soul connection is this one spark has split itself into 2, and you are occupying 2 physical vessels. That's why it's basically you see yourself in this other person. That's why it's an activation, it's a triggering, it's an all of that. It's a very powerful journey. back to, it is. It's not, you don't find your twin soul. You don't chase to find it. It's coming back to you, and it's attracting that back to yourself. And again, you might be in union, or you know, that twin soul might not necessarily always be romantic either. It could just be another aspect that you are going to create and co-create and co-collaborate with as well moving forward. I'm going to read 3 of Cups here before I pick maybe one more card or have one more card come out. 3 of Cups might help if I looked at the right area here. That 3 of Cups is that friendships, that abundance is coming through again. Cooperation, community, again, co-creation, community, soul family, closeness, siblings, joy is here. Communication, celebration, and soul contracts. Excuse me. All right, what are we gonna do? In the Sun card, here is that joyful card. So this is the last card. First card. Star card, Sun card. So look at the significance here. And that's the number 19, which breaks down to 20 or 2. So the Sun is here, joy source is here. This is a hell yes. This is the yes card. Okay? All right. Please, please, please take what resonates and leave the rest. Thank you for clicking play, having fun, playing and creating with me. And again, if you get curious, check out my other videos. The light language is here. Again, I just have been guided to get on here and share information. A lot more than I thought when this journey started. But again, it unfolds as it does in perfect timing, usually moment by moment, day by day, month by month, and all of that. So again, thank you for joining me. I love you, and I'll see you in the next one. Mwah. Bye.